It's 2021 and the bull run is really starting to kick off. Despite a recent necessary correction in the market, virtually every single cryptocurrency has seen massive gains in the space. All-time high after all-time highs being set as the market continues to skyrocket in market cap. In February, the market cap of crypto as a whole has nearly doubled from 1 trillion to almost 1.8 trillion before the recent correction. Bitcoin and Ethereum have both been benefiting heavily from the gargantuan amount of money flowing into cryptocurrency, seeing at least 10x gains in the past year. But it's less likely now that you'll make the biggest returns on Bitcoin or Ethereum at this stage due to the already massively inflated market caps. They will most likely appreciate as the bull market continues, but there are likely better opportunities elsewhere. In this video, we'll discuss why Chainlink has the potential to 100x this year from the current price, taking the price per link to a staggering $2,000 or $3,000 per token. Please like and subscribe. We are Crypto Maximalist. Let's begin. Chainlink is a project that aims to bring interconnectivity to all blockchain protocols. The reason that Chainlink is so powerful is that it allows real-world data to be brought onto the blockchain through the use of its Oracle technology. Oracles are essentially data ports which act as the middleman to bring any useful data onto the blockchain from the outside world, which could include any kinds of data sets that would be useful for any particular blockchain's functionality. This is incredibly useful for a variety of reasons, as blockchains are default as closed loops. They are closed from outside interaction as standard, which is what makes them so secure, but this has its own drawbacks. It means that conventionally outside data cannot be accessed by the blockchain, but this is where Chainlink comes in. The utility of the Chainlink protocol means that outside datasets can be brought onto the blockchain using in and out ports, which means that the blockchain can then utilize the data for a variety of use cases. This is so important because it brings a new level of functionality to projects and allows them to expand their use case to encompass a variety of new uses. Being able to use outside data sources on the blockchain has a host of utilities and benefits, such as being able to execute smart contracts based on whether a specific thing happens in a dataset. When you start thinking about all the possibilities for these contracts to be fulfilled, the utility and use case for Chainlink becomes obvious. One of the most obvious use cases for Chainlink's potential is DeFi, or decentralized finance. Decentralized finance is quite simply versions of traditional finance done in a decentralized way. For example, money lending or loan collateralization. Chainlink would add this to the ecosphere by allowing for off-chain data to be integrated into the system, giving an extra layer of utility. Another clear example of Chainlink's power is stablecoins, which are tokens that are designed to track a fiat currency one for one. Chainlink does this by using its technology to access the price data of the underlying asset and then set the price of the token to track it exactly. Stablecoins are a very useful utility in the crypto space, as it allows people to hold their funds in the cryptosphere in a stable asset class. This could be when they wish to trade out of a more volatile asset to lock in profits, or are simply waiting for a good opportunity to trade into a dip in the market quickly. Stablecoins can be lent for APYs of anywhere between 8 and 100% depending on how risky you want to be with your lending solutions. In either case, these kinds of opportunities wouldn't be possible without the utility of Chainlink. Another huge utility of Chainlink is its ability to track the stock market. As Chainlink can access market data and then track underlying assets one for one, it's enabled projects such as Synthetics to create massive utility on the blockchain. Synthetics essentially allows for the minting of crypto tokens that track real-world stocks or commodities one for one, basically allowing users to have exposure to the stock market in the cryptosphere. This has a whole host of benefits, including markets that never close and cannot be shut down, basically no fees for trading and no restrictions on who can access certain markets or commodities. The users do not have to own the asset that they are minting for, but rather own a derivative of the asset they mint tokens for. Chainlink is used by Synthetics for the pegging of underlying assets value, which means all assets are accurately tracked from the outside of the blockchain. These kinds of innovations would not be possible without the integration of Chainlink and its ability to access off-chain markets and use their dataset for the benefit of the project. Another example of utility could be in the gambling and gaming sphere, where the random number generation of Chainlink's protocol can be used to fulfill certain use cases. If a certain protocol requires the use of a random number generator to fulfill and execute smart contracts based on the outcome, then Chainlink can provide this utility. Being able to verify the randomness used in the blockchain is an invaluable utility for trust and could be integrated for a variety of purposes, such as with national lotteries. Being able to fully verify outcomes and store them immutably on the blockchain would introduce trust into many circles where there is none. There are also many examples of games created on the blockchain that uses Chainlink's randomness to generate the moves of enemies, for example, including Axie Infinity, a game created on the blockchain. Chainlink's utility for gambling does not stop there and could be used to execute smart contracts that reward competitors based on the outcome of sports or any other event. The utility is another massive use for Chainlink that cannot be overstated. These markets could be valued in the trillions of dollars, and the online mobile gambling industry is one that is developing extremely rapidly. The introduction of a trust-based, infallible system in this regard that is constantly available would be a massive development. Chainlink's continued integration with other projects will be one of the main reasons for its continued adoption, as in the cryptocurrency space, adoption is one of the most integral rules for success. If you can get a good adoption for your currency, it's very likely that you will be successful in some form. And the more success and adoption is garnered, the more opportunities present themselves to the project, and it's a positive feedback loop of events. In the regard that Chainlink is one of the best positioned cryptocurrencies in the entirety of the cryptocurrency space is due to the massive number of projects that it's integrated with. Chainlink has hundreds of cryptocurrency partners and integrations all throughout the space, with many of the projects relying on the technology of Chainlink to function. Synthetix is a great example of this sort of adoption, as without Oracle technology, their project would not function. There are many examples of Chainlink integration in the space which work in a similar way to this. But one of the most important adoption stories that is coming out for Chainlink at this moment is that banks are starting to integrate Chainlink into their ecosystems for their stablecoins. This sort of adoption is a huge plus for the crypto space in general, but for Chainlink this is even more of a bonus because the network effect of their project is increased massively as institutions become involved and aware of their project and its potential. If adoption continues at this rate for Chainlink, it's highly likely that it could soon be used by many mainstream use cases such as online casinos, lottery winnings, mainstream gaming adoption, and the list goes on. All the utility that Chainlink provides is the reason that we're so bullish on it, and at the rate that adoption is currently happening, it's very likely that Chainlink will continue to go up in price in 2021. As the bull run reaches a euphoric peak in the summer, we could very well see a Chainlink price above $1,000, which would be a 50x from here. A 100x could be achieved if Chainlink carves out a large market share for itself when Bitcoin dominance capitulates and drops to around 30%, as it often does towards the end of bull runs. Bitcoin is currently sitting at around $50,000 and has a dominance of around 60%, but once money starts rotating down in full force to other coins, Chainlink is positioned to be one of the main projects that will benefit in the future. If Chainlink carves out a large market dominance, provided Bitcoin reaches 200 to 300k in this bull run, we could easily see a Chainlink price of around $2,000 to $3,000 per token this year. Whilst this does seem like hopium, it's definitely possible when we consider the sheer amount of money that is flowing into the space currently, and this is only set to continue as Chainlink grows in prominence in the market, with retail and institutions alike showing interest in its massive potential. So what are your thoughts on Chainlink? Do you like the project, and what is your price prediction for 2021 and beyond? Let us know your thoughts in the comments down below, as we'd be interested to hear your ideas about the price action of Chainlink in the future. If you'd like to support the channel more directly, you can sign up to our Patreon via the link down below, where you can get access to our private Discord. Please like and subscribe. We are Crypto Maximalists.